Hi guys, this is Sam Reaper, and you're watching BJ and DG Wrestling Talk Show.
Welcome back, everybody. BJ here. DG there.
Yeah, I'm down here today. I
Over there.
moved,
That's right. I got
and then
upgraded.
over here in this corner, Pete, the wall Peters.
Hello there, internet world.
There's an internet world.
The currently one in which we're inhabiting.
Excuse me. But yeah, decent amount to talk about today.
Heck
We
yeah.
have PWU Come As You Are to talk about. We'll be previewing All Bets Are Off. That's this Friday, the Go Home show before Midnight Express, because all roads lead to Vegas.
I can't believe we're already here, man. It feels like it just went so quick.
I'm going to be
real.
I'm going to be perfectly honest. I can't wait to take off all the Midnight Express graphics that have just been taking up room forever. Because as they've been updating the poster, I've slowly been taking them off because I can just run it down from the poster. But yeah, guys, Friday's show was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, they definitely knew what they were doing when they lined this card up.
Yeah, and
a lot of going.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, every match, like, I'm not gonna say every match was a banger, but there were a couple bangers in there, and every match was above average, you know.
Yeah, one moment. How you doing, Tara?
Hi, Tara.
Hello, Tara.
Rumor has it you're going to be at the show this Friday.
Yep, that's what I heard as well.
Right.
But yeah, usually by now we're bringing a guest on. 50-50 chance we will have a guest. But they do have the link. If they do pop on, we will cut to that right away. But otherwise, I thought Friday was a good show. It wasn't entertaining like Wrestler's Court, but that was a completely different beast altogether. I completely enjoyed Wrestler's Court. I think I've watched that show back twice now just for like the court scenes and everything.
Yeah.
Especially the whole everybody stand up, everybody sit down, everybody stand up again. Like, yes, I effing love it. As you can see, I did censor myself there. Gotta remember, I'm on the air now.
Good job.
And Tara has confirmed she will be at the show this Friday.
All right.
So I hope everybody's bringing their earplugs. We love you, Tara. We really do. And us here, we know what those two matches already are. Let's be perfectly honest. But yeah, it's kind of weird us not starting an interview right now, to be honest, because it's just become such a mainstay at the current moment of that opening hour.
Yeah. Well, it was the holidays, so, everybody's busy, adulting. A lot of people are on break right now. Like, I'm on spring break this week. Woo woo.
Woohoo.
Perks of being in a school. So, definitely a lot of things happening right now. Now it's springtime, events, activities are popping off. And I can tell you for sure, man, like, there are so many matches and so many events, so many wrestling promotions that are popping off right now. Like last weekend, there was like 5 or 6 different things I saw. I wanted to go to the Bach because that lineup looked insane. Tara actually went; she was chatting with me about it. But yeah, man, I feel like this spring there's just going to be so many shows.
Between May 2nd at the 2300 and there's ISPWs coming down south going to Wildwood. A lot of good stuff coming up.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was interesting.
What?
Is that you down there?
Pat Dynamite
Ooh.
Whoa! Hold on. Can we talk
Whoa.
about this? How much I don't want to jump the gun talking about things, but what?
Wow. That's monumental coming from, the OG backseat girl.
Yeah, the Silver Queen. Not that they've been rocking the silvers lately, but yeah, that's huge. She said last show too, or 2 shows ago, that if it were didn't she say if it were done at Pat and JP?
Possibly.
So, it looks like our guests that were a 50-50 have arrived. 2 members of Wrath of the Wicked. We'll start with one who has been on the show before. One Sam Reaper.
Oh, snap.
Hi.
Hello there,
Hello.
Sammy.
Sam.
And then also the leader of the group, Mother Endless.
What? No way.
Hello there.
Oh my gosh. All right, Ginger. You outdid yourself this week. I was not expecting these two.
Wait, you didn't expect us?
No. He
That's
kept
a little-
he kept your reveal secret. So this way we would have no idea who was popping on.
You never know what we're going to be up to.
Especially with what you guys have been doing lately, Wrath of the Wicked has really been making its mark on the Pro Wrestling Star Academy.
Indeed. Okay. I don't know if you're calling them us marks
No,
or
the
Pete
word
marks.
the word was said, so it has to get flashed out there.
Okay. I was being.
If you would like some marks left upon them, I most certainly can arrange that.
Oof.
Very much so.
Hold on. Can we take a moment and just react to BJ here?
Oh, that is a perfect reaction right there.
So, Pete, BJ, I'm going to hop backstage, do my thing at the moment. You guys take it away.
All
Well,
right. Well,
you guys
BJ
doing?
looks like he's in a slightly comatose state right now, so I'll
I think he's like blushing a little bit because that's never usually what's going on right now. Probably for me.
BJ, are you okay? What's got you so shell shocked?
But yeah,
So Mother Endless, we've been clearly seeing that your influence has really resonated through SPO, PWU. We're seeing, this army of, the Wrath of the Wicked that you have created and how much of a powerhouse everybody is. Was this your intention all along, was to bring these minds and bodies together?
Well, I would never reveal to you what my true intentions about just about anything are, as everything in life is strategy. And I wouldn't share my strategies with you. I only managed to share some of my strategies with Sam. However, I can say that all dark children of the squared circle find their way to Mother Endless one way or another. The fates seem to bring us together anytime something needs to happen. It's as if some powers coalesce and they drive me to my meaning.
Okay, that pretty much answers it. We saw you a few weeks ago in your rivalry with your Tiffany Grady, once again going for the title. How do you feel that thing's turning out right now for you?
Your assumptions that My intentions are to take the title from her, or how shall we say? They are quaint, yes. I think quaint would be the correct term here. But, I think it might be some time before you see that change hands. There is much torture that I must deliver to Miss Tiffany Grady. You see, she needs a good humbling, and for me, one session just isn't enough.
Yes, I definitely think we need a rematch, especially after, the last time we saw she clearly used the belt to attack you and therefore got disqualified.
I want to make a statement for a sec.
Oh,
They
okay.
used the name wrong. They name the winner wrong because they said Tiffany Grady instead of Mother Endless. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. I'm not sure if you guys heard it.
Details. These are not details that I'm concerned with. What I'm concerned with is the amount of pain that I dealt to Tiffany Grady and the hunger that I have to deal her some more.
Fair.
Is that a Lindemans Creek?
Indeed, it is. What a fine eye and a great
Cheers.
palate that you have. Absolutely. I find that this, cheers to you as well.
Cheers.
I find this bitter cherry to be, well, about as close to blood as you can get to drinking. Legally, anyway.
Sam, you need to drink water. You have to, you still got to bulk up, bud.
Let's stay hydrated.
Heck, why do you think I'm showing it?
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's why, we were all cheersing our various beers and ales of sorts, and you cheers the water. That's because, you got to be in peak physical condition, my guy,
That is true.
Absolutely. He is a specimen deserving of victory, and we must preserve that at all costs.
So, Sam, I mean, we've seen, just your trajectory has been insane lately. And, was it before Mother Endless came along? Was it, a little bit after her? It's been a bit since, I can remember, but you've just seemed like you're going on a steady streak. What's next for you, man? What are you aiming? What's your next goal?
My next goal?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just gonna say this just to I want to keep on building more because, I'm still in the process because I want to keep on winning because I don't think I've earned anything yet. But if there was a goal in mind, I would love to try to get the Silver Skywalker Championship. At least get that in the works for me. Because, when I first started, I faced Pat Dynamite and he was defending the Skywalker title. And as you all know, I lost. It was not good. It was not pretty. But I really, really want the Silver Skywalker Championship. I don't want
Sammy,
that.
Hold on. Do you remember who the current Silver Skywalker champion is?
Declan Graham.
And do you remember your last interaction with Declan Grant?
Yeah, but he wasn't a champion.
Yeah, but he put a plastic bag over your head and threw you through a door.
Goodness gracious. I must say, and if I do not mind me interrupting here, but
Absolutely.
Sam is under my tutelage and I have vast experience in both hardcore and deathmatch. And well, Sam had his head bust open during the match that was held that he was somewhat worried, but He made it through the experience, showed himself to be a true warrior. I plan on taking him through experiences that are deeper than that, and there's not going to be much that Jekyll Grant can offer after my teachings that could keep Sam down. Absolutely not. What do you say, Sam?
I honestly agree. Because here's the thing. He tried to put a plastic bag on me, but I'm still here. It's nothing. I've been resurrected so many times, and I've been to hell a lot from doors, from kendos, from barbed wire chairs,
That was
street
you?
signs. But guess what? Every Friday, I'm still here. I'm still alive. So if Declan thinks that he can try to hurt me, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to kill me. Just saying.
And even that's not going to stop you.
Very true.
So, how did Amadeus come to be in this group? I seem to have missed something there. It was like one week he was getting beat up by 4 dudes, and the next week he was a part of Wrath of the Wicked.
I'm gonna let Mother answer that.
As Sam just mentioned, the joining of his and my forces has given me access to necromancy. This is something that I have studied for quite some time, and I have gone through a most rigorous physical practice. I have been cut open by medicine men, and inserted into me are the bones and the ligaments and the other matters of bodies that have since passed in my efforts to harness this. But it was only when encountering the Reaper that I was able to understand just how to go about it. So when we saw there happened to be a body just hanging around, we really had no choice. It was the spring solstice. So why would we not attempt the necromancy? And voila, as you see, it has worked. There is some hiccups. It's not exactly perfect. Amadeus doesn't do everything that we command, and that was the intent, and that was the spell. But here we are, and we'll make do with what we have.
Yeah, it definitely seems like he's added a certain extra layer to the team that you are, or the stable that you guys have, building within this organization. How did your family? I'm sorry, Sammy. Your family. Thank you
Or
for
actually,
correcting me.
technically, not family, familiar. My mistake.
Familiar. Well, I was gonna say, like, where did Skull and Bones, like, how did they fall into, falling into this family? Like, how did that whole bit come about?
Well, like I said, the family of Mother Endless is endless. Every single dark child that steps foot into the squared circle is part of our family, and I am the mother of each and every one of them. Our relationships are different from time to time and from being to being, considering circumstance. But Skull and Bones and I, we all go way back. We all go back to the days of CCW, but we're not going to talk about those days. You see, Skull and Bones are two most excellent mercenaries, and I've hired them to keep an eye on things so that victory is always assured, and I can be assured that Sam is taken very good care of when I am unable to attend.
So, like, Bones, I get, he's voodoo doctor, but like Hamlet, I'm kind of confused because doesn't him just talking about Shakespeare all the time get a bit old?
Not really.
No? Because I feel like if I had somebody just reciting constantly Shakespeare 24/7, I'd be like, all right, go read something that was published this year.
I mean, have you ever heard an interview with Hulk Hogan, one of the most famous wrestlers of all time? He certainly is not too verbose, nor does he have a wide topic of things to talk about. I really find Hamlet to be quite engaging, and the study of Shakespeare cannot be underrated. Perhaps a plebeian mind as yourself may not be able to understand the lessons in each word flowing like sweet, sweet nectar, but some of us, we like the finer things in life.
Well, I mean, like, I don't consider myself plebeian. I'm very well read. Excuse you. Thank you very much. But I'm just saying, in terms of like Hamlet, he's just like, he just doesn't really seem like he fits into the darkness. Like, we've seen what he does in the ring, so like he really, he can throw down, especially that torture rack into the turnbuckle. I saw him do that. What was that on Malik the other week? That really hurt. But yeah. Just curious how they fit into the mold.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you'll just have to wait and see. I have plans for everyone. Isn't that right?
Ryan Milky in the chat. Mother Endless speaking to my British soul.
Greetings and gratitudes.
I mean, who doesn't love Mother Endless? Come on now. Come on.
Well, you can love me, you can hate me. You can love to hate
Look at that.
me. Fine with me.
You got some. I mean, what do you expect? Because me, as the new specimen in Mother Endless's familiar, I'm still getting used to it. Sure, I keep getting pulled in the ear a lot sometimes because I can't think, I can't do anything well. I got some hiccups. That's what it is.
It's all part of the learning process. And I must say, you do so well. You have adapted so much. And all of your winnings, of course, are proof of that hard work that you've done. It's just that sometimes lessons must be hard and they must come immediately in order for them to have some impact. Of course.
Indeed. The only person I still need to end it off are two people. One, Pedro Pablo.
Oh.
Indeed.
And the other, which I know that you guys saw Friday, is Mikey G. I need to get him out of the system. I need him, get him out. I just need him gone. Because
what's your beef with Mikey G, man?
He's trying. We have an equal speed and knowledge in the ring. And as I heard from the last show from here, it was from you, Pete, that I need to have a singles match with Mikey G in the near future.
Yeah, you're right.
I need to get him out of the wrath of the wicked. Even with Gold Blood as well, we need to get them gone, because I know that they're in this 10-man elimination, which more we got more. I thought we were done with Gold Blooded, but we're not. And apparently they got JJ and Tiffany Grady.
It's about to be quite an interesting matchup. I'm never a fan of these ginormous matches. There's just, so much to plan for. So many things that could go wrong. I have to turn on every devious idea in my mind to make sure that we are ultimately prepared for the experience. And my goodness, I have better things to do. I have familiars to pet. I have cherry beer I could be drinking, and yet here I am planning out our game plan for Friday night. Oh, tedious.
Very much.
Well, I mean, you definitely have things planned out because we can remember, the Rumble match that happened on Friday night that you kind of saved Sammy a bit, didn't you?
I attempted to, but like we were saying earlier, and Sam himself said, he has a bit of a difficulty listening. And, well, sometimes you just have to grab someone by the thing that is not working, which in this case is the ears. He gets better and better all the time, and I am so very proud of him. He is most absolutely my favorite son. But a mother.
Oh, what just happened? Uh-oh. Y'all get there, mother?
Did I disconnected or have I been? Oh, sorry. Sometimes the other realm just washes over me and I go dark.
I can understand that the connection between here and Limbo, I'm not sure where it is that you call home, is a very spotty connection.
Yes, well, I generally find myself residing in the uncanny valley. However, when I need deep meditation, Axis Mundi is the place to go, which of course is the center of the universe, which of course is anywhere that I happen to be.
Mm.
So what's next for Wrath of the Wicked?
Well, we have this 10-man elimination tag this Friday, and we shall see how that all goes and how that pans out. What are your thoughts, Sam? How do you think that this is going to go?
Hopefully we get the gold-blooded out of here so that we can deal with JJ and Tiffany Grady and make it a 5-on-2.
Mm. I like those odds.
But the only thing I would also say is that I hope that Amadeus is very much ready, because I think this is now finally, in our Wicked group, we finally get him to show how he is.
Yeah, because he hasn't won a match in quite some time, right? So I feel like that's something that's really, and especially in this Rumble, I was concerned that there would be a bit of a rivalry between you two because, if we remember prior to Mother Endless influencing and turning him into a familiar, like you and Amadeus had quite the rivalry, Sammy. I mean, we're talking week after week, month after month of you just fighting and pummeling and punching each other in the face, and him generally getting the win more so than you. But
why you gotta bring that up? Yes, that is true. Me and Amadeus have been rivals for quite some time. And I'm still getting annoyed of him that he thinks I didn't. You know what? I'm going to shut my mouth.
Okay.
Well, look at you, learning all the time. I have to say, very proud of you, Reaper. Of course, you are learning how to keep your strategy to yourself. That is excellent. I'm so excited for you to learn this lesson. Now, as far as you and Amadeus are concerned, I think a little bit of sibling rivalry is never a bad thing. As a matter of fact, I've been also keeping my eyes out in the darkness for any other siblings that might be making an appearance. A little test of might or, skill check, we could call it, in order to see how far you've come, maybe in your future.
That was very cryptic.
I would like to also say very ominous as well.
Oh, gratitudes. Cryptic and ominous to me are like the words of goodness, like cutting edge trend and, absolutely front page gorgeous. So you could not give me a better compliment.
Mhm.
Glad to know. Cheers to Wrath of the Wicked.
Cheers, cheers, cheers indeed.
Going beyond this Friday, what's on the horizon for Wrath of the Wicked? What are the goals here? What is it, you guys going after gold? Do you have targets? What's going on?
Well, of course, my focus is on Sam's development. The Reaper must reap, so you will not only see him reaping at SPO, but you will see him reaping around the general area. As a matter of fact, I just got word that Sam will be traveling far south to Maryland, to the very bottom of Maryland in July to make his debut at Assault Wrestling Alliance so that he can have the opportunity to reap elsewhere. So, yes, and as well, of course, as it were, I exist in this world of yours in an interesting fashion. While Sam and I have endeavored to request some intergender tag matches, it seems that your society, for some reason, does not have the ability to wrap their minds around the idea that an individual who perhaps is the same size and nearly the same shape as another person, just because they may have different parts, they cannot hit each other. And I find this puzzling in a way that I cannot describe to you, but should anyone know where they do not mind an intergender or mixed tag, Sam and I would love to show off the skills that we've developed over the past few months.
Indeed.
I would just like to point out real quick, I am a huge fan of intergender competition when it comes to wrestling and would love to see more of it.
Well, we shall continue to have to plant some seeds in the management's ears and see if we can grow some vines. It's spring after all.
Very much.
Indeed.
Indeed.
I'm trying to think of other things that. Oh, actually, no. I think this might be a little surprise too much.
Well, just think, what would Mother do?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna just say this. Wait till May 30th.
Ooh. May 30th.
That's all I'm gonna say. Because I know that I'm in SPO, PWU. Heck, I might be in other places, even the one that Mother mentioned in July. But I will say this again. Just be ready for May 30th.
See, you are learning. I love it. I love it. I love to see it. Just making them absolutely drool with anticipation.
Well,
I don't
it's
know
a
about the
Saturday.
word drool, but I like that.
I see a little. I'll see. You see, I see a little spittle on the chin there.
Well, it's
Well,
a
mostly from
Saturday,
BJ.
It's not the third Saturday. So, that's interesting.
You can make guesses. I ain't saying it.
Now, Sammy, we've seen you take on some worthwhile competition in the past, 6 months. Who would you say has been your toughest in ring?
It's a good. Should I go like pillars? Like
can.
top 3 or something?
Yeah, however you want to spell it out, man. Like, I'm just curious because, I'm not sure if you saw a couple weeks ago, I took a chop from Billboard Billy Gold, and we've seen you contest with him, and I gave you a lot of respect right when as soon as it hit, I was like, Sammy's taken like how many of these, and he stands tall every time, like.
I would. Yeah, that is very true. 4 times I took it.
Wow.
Because I know the third one, you were testing him. I know that for sure.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Gotta watch the mouth.
I'm sorry about that. Sometimes I get so into the show, you know what I mean? I'm just like, if it was anybody else, I would have said it as well. But the fact that it was you just kind of,
Well,
do it again.
But for the answer that you're given,
yes,
I would say for top 3, number 3, I would say Pat Dynamite.
Okay.
Number, I gotta do this because PG.
Good job.
Number 2, Billboard Billy Gold.
Okay.
And number 1, Pedro Pablo. I'm sorry, I gotta say that because we have that like even the odds moment.
Yeah.
Because I know that.
Seeing here next week, it's going to be Freak the Mighty and Pedro Pablo against Wrath of the Wicked. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, come on now, come on.
There's no show next week.
Getting the news before I am, and I want the inside scoop.
There's no show next week. I guess that's kind of like a late April Fool's.
That was I was gonna say April Fool's was on a Wednesday. You're too late on that one.
Yeah, I'm just catching up.
Yeah, but no, I would say I would like because I know that Pedro and I have one win from each other because I beat him in a singles. Then he beat me in a fatal 4-way. But I'm not gonna count that I beat him in the triple threat.
Why not?
I'm not gonna count that. Because in
a win's a win.
Either way, though, it wasn't Pedro that I pinned. I pinned Logie P.
Set a high bar for yourself, and you will achieve your dreams, Reaper.
So do you think? So should he count that win, Mother?
No, I think that he is absolutely in the right. He did not pin him. And like I said, if he continues to set his goals high, he will continue to achieve higher. There is nothing wrong with not counting that win. There are so many wins in the future for you, Sam. Always, of course, with Mother by your side.
Yeah, I mean, technically, I don't know if anybody's seen this from the SPO shows or the PWU shows, but I keep getting 1 win and 1 loss from different people. I keep getting 1 win and 1 loss from Mikey G, 1 win, 1 loss from Pedro Pablo, and then 1 win and then 1 loss from Amadeus.
And that's your 3 wins.
Yes, but again, I need to set I gotta set it because I need to know that I actually put them away.
I get it, and you know what? It's reassuring to see. You know, you did have you were lost, man. You didn't have a clear direction before Mother Endless came in, and there's just been so much more focus and so much more drive, and you're definitely really putting in the work, it seems, and really pushing yourself, and that's phenomenal that she stands with you on not counting that as a win, because like me, I would have counted it as a win, but I see the importance of you didn't get that pinfall on Pedro, and thus far the rivalry is still pretty
I got 3.
heated.
I got 3, but I'm gonna count 2 because we got 1 familiar, so I'm gonna stick with 2.
So if you had your option, what kind of a match would you want to face Pedro Pablo in? Just a regular singles, or do you want to have a specialty rules kind of match?
You're giving me good ideas right now, Pete. Oh my God.
That's what we're here for.
That's a great. You know what? I haven't seen in SPO. I've seen a baseball bat match. I've seen, hardcore matches. If I was gonna face Pedro Pablo, I would love to face him in a kendo stick match.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Only
He
because
has.
yes, I've been trained by Mother Endless to learn how to use the kendo, know how to try it. I haven't earned it, even though I got the red one, but he still has it. I can't.
Well, yeah. You can't be trusted with a a weapon like that yet outside the ring. Inside the ring, she can just hand it to you if that's what the match calls for, because chaos is what's needed. But like
Hey,
outside, you got to be responsible.
A kendo stick is more than a weapon. It is a sacred way of life. It is a means to train both the mind and the body. And if one is to take it up as their personal weapon, there is a matter of dedication that is needed to the stick itself and understanding a relationship that must occur between oneself and that weapon that one dedicates themselves to. So I have been so proud of Sam. He has done so well and been so focused and so dedicated in his training. Should that be the thing he chooses, well, he is still a beginner. I would say that it would be certainly an entertaining match to watch. Great idea, Reaper.
thanks. Hey, listen, I haven't seen any, but I don't think has. Not to mention, and if Ginger wants to come back and breaking the fourth wall or something like that, if he wants to come back in there, has there ever been a kendo stick match?
There's
Not
been
a kendo
kendo
stick on a
sticks.
pole match.
Like just kendos, nothing
No.
with.
Not in SPO that I know of. No, they've been used as weapons, but not a match where it would be like the bat match, where it's just a kendo stick match.
Okay. So that would be like a first time ever kendo stick match. Facing Pedro Pablo, or you know what? I'm not gonna say Mikey G. He's still a little baby, and we're not gonna try to torment the boy.
That's respectful of you. What drew the kendo stick to you, Mother Endless? Was there a special bond? We often find people get called to certain weapons that really emulate their style and their mentality when it comes to the arts of fighting and such. So yeah, how'd that come to you?
Well, I would say, in a way, it chose me. As you see, in my very first step into the squared circle, as a competitor, the kendo stick that I had been training with, the kendo stick that I had a relationship with, it was broken over my back. And so this was my first introduction into the exquisite relationship between King and Victor.
Oh.
That I do in the ring.
Is this glitch her or is it me?
It's her. It's definitely
You.
her. Again, the other overworld is
Mother Endless, yeah, your connection broke out pretty much from the moment.
Have you returned to me? Ah, yes.
there
My
we go.
goodness, it seems the Peter did not want you to know the secret relationship between myself and the kendo stick.
Exactly. So listen, Dark Spirit spoke, and I am not trying to piss off anybody, especially with you here.
That was edited out by the greater powers. However, I can tell you that, as I said, it is training a discipline.
Yep,
It
the spirits are just
opens
telling.
Spirits just don't want us to hear.
Oh, jeez.
She said she was in Axis Mundi, right? Is that the center of?
It is, and the forces seem to be knocking on my door here and asking me to leave. However, I will do my best to maintain my mental Wi-Fi in order to keep connection with you for a bit longer.
Well, we certainly appreciate that, Mother Endless.
Mhm.
All right, so I clearly can't ask you questions about your kendo stick. Actually, do you have a name for your kendo stick? Should I stop referring to it as?
Oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh. That's not
I
good.
think the spirits told her,
No more.
"Shut up, Pete."
You know, I've been also noticing. I've been noticing. BJ has been smiling
Yeah,
for
if you
a
can
while
hear me,
now.
I'm not sure if you can, but if you can, if you can
We
hear
heard
me,
you, and now you broke
I do not name them. Oh, goodness gracious. I do not name the kendo sticks. No, the colors have different focuses, much like a prism, and different colors have different vibrations. So I tap into these different colors in my gear, in my kendo, in order to bring these powers out in the ring for those battles.
Okay.
Okay, that explains
like
a
that.
lot because I love seeing the array of colors you bring to the ring.
I don't have one yet.
Kind of reminds me of the mist. Different
Mm.
color mist that the Japanese wrestlers use represent different things.
True.
Mm.
Yes, and actually mist as well. And I'm sorry you cannot see my visage at the moment, but I am here with you in spirit. The mist as well is something that I do have expertise in. However, this is something that I save for very, very special occasions. And I do have my own blend that is different than anything anyone has ever used.
Really? Wow. I really want to see that in ring. If I ever have the honor and ability to witness such a event.
Maybe. Hold on. Maybe. What if we do? You guys do your predictions, right?
Oh
I
no.
was just thinking the same thing.
Oh no.
I don't know if they're gonna do next week's Friday. I'm not sure. I'm not. No. You know what? Listen. Wait. Hold on. BJ? Question: Is Ginger on the prediction segment for the Vegas? Right?
So he will be
Yes.
predicting with us, but his picks do not count toward punishment.
Okay. How
So it's
about
just me, BJ, and Chef.
How about this? Even though, yes, that is very true. Maybe we could do a prediction of whoever loses should get kendo sticked by Mother Endless.
Oh, I was thinking more of taking the mist, but all right.
Yeah, I thought you were going to go mist as well, but I feel like that's a fair punishment. As long as, Mother's up for it.
How many lashes?
Well, handing out violence as a punishment is always something I am looking forward to.
Hey, I got taken 3 times. I got hit 3 times.
As one of the namesakes on this show, if the guys agree to it, I'll allow it.
Boneheads.
I mean, it is safer than taking the mist. Yeah.
Get the agreement? We got the agreement?
It can't be any worse than getting choke slammed.
You don't know what the mist is. As I said, it is my own concoction, my own recipe. It might
That's
give you
what I'm saying.
superpowers. You never know. However, I say we go with the kendo as well.
As well, so you mean a kendo and a mist? Ah!
You're giving too much ideas for us.
She said it.
Poor Pete going to have to take a kendo shot and the shot with the mist. Poor Pete.
I know, because I'm never going to pick JP.
Who knows? We don't know what's going to happen in Vegas.
Yeah, do we have the May punishment lined up, or is this going to take the...
As long as everything goes good, yes, we do have the May punishment lined up.
We have the April.
Well, I think you guys just fully confirmed the April one.
Oh, I guess that's what I meant. Okay, yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, May we have lined up.
I
See-
forgot that we literally just entered April.
See, I can't do any punishments, everything. Even though I know that Pete the Wall said that if I won the Rumble, I would have done a punishment for these guys. But I didn't win, so I can't do anything about
I
it.
got scared. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a bit. Oh, don't you stretch and freaking show that AR shirt. Get out of here. Yeah, we can all stretch. We're all marks right now, except I got Tarzan Duran, baby.
Bones.
Oh, that is an excellent Tarzan shirt. Yes, yes, of course. That's the best shirt of all.
Best one. The best one. I wonder who made that design.
I couldn't imagine who it might be. I heard there is someone who is also a young artist as well as a fighter who might have some availability for open commissions.
He's a slacker though. I reached out for a sticker like 2 weeks ago and never heard back from him.
Did you pay him?
Ooh.
Like he doesn't know where I'm at every week.
Did you pay the artist? That's the real question.
Yeah, I've paid the artist and all the free footage I've dished out.
Did you get any credit?
Wrestling, one of the last true trades on this great earth. Certainly. Yes.
So I've been hearing a lot of Pete questions and everything, and I heard a little bit less of BJ a lot. I kind of want to hear some BJ questions.
Whoa. Okay. DG put me in catering.
He looks terrified. Sir, you run a podcast. You talk as your purpose. You ask questions as your purpose. You must have some for us. Oh, it looks like the darkness is taking as well.
I wasn't prepared for you guys to come on, or else, I may have prepared a few questions. I'm blanking now, and I'm honestly just hypnotized by your voice, Mother.
Oh, well, I'm so sorry to have lulled you in such a way that you are mesmerized and almost hypnotized. But keeping that in mind, stay with me after the stream here, and I will have a few suggestions to subconsciously implant into your mind.
Fair enough.
Well,
No, is this podcast turning into Wrath of the Wicked's podcast now?
Yes, it is.
Welcome to
Online,
the show
guys.
Friday night in face paint.
Anything and everything that we want. So if we wanted it, it would be ours. But my goodness, this is your domain, and no one does it better than you.
Thank
you,
you.
Mother.
Since there, you do have the 10 person tag coming up, are you looking forward to actually trying to get Mikey G out of the way there, Sam?
Yes, very much so. Very. Listen, I'm gonna keep it calm for now until I get my rage out in that rain.
Yes, excellent. That is exactly what I want to see. Yes.
Sammy, what does a skeleton sleep in? Do you sleep in like a casket? Do you sleep in just like dirt?
They keep the casket in that area. Keep in mind, and they use Feral Face to use it.
Oh, so
They
you got
used it for
evicted
like
the other
2
week.
weeks.
Yeah, I got evicted, so I kind of.
Listen, you have to always present everything in the right light. It's merely you were renting it out as an Airbnb, or an Airbnb, a coffin, and I'm not sure. But you're renting it out for him so that
Coffin
he
and
could keep an appropriate upkeep of his image as well. But yes, that is generally Sam's very comfy bed.
Yeah, he still hasn't paid me some souls. Actually, no, he did.
Was it at least clean when you took it back from Feral Face?
No, he made it a mess.
Have you ever wrestled against Feral Face? Because I feel like he's one of those characters that would definitely be an addition to Wrath of the Wicked.
That's very interesting. What do you think, Reaper? What would you do facing the feral face?
No comment. No comment.
I know what I would do. I'm not going to say anything.
I will say this. I've seen his matches. I've seen everything he done. He's the only guy that I'm terrified of.
Really?
Have you not seen
good
his?
reason.
Oh, I've seen him, but like, part of your training is you're supposed to face your fears, right? He's supposed to fear the Reaper.
That is true. Hey, I wasn't afraid when I faced Kyle the Beast. I wasn't afraid of that.
You're right. KTB, that was a behemoth, yeah.
But when it comes to feral face, he's on a whole different level. I'm still like a Reaper, still like luring around, still trying to go after, some souls. But that is a strong one.
Mother, do you think you could prepare him for a fight?
I, for one, I do think that fight would eventually be in order. It's something that I would absolutely love to see. I think that Sam will be able to hold his own in such a matchup after time. However, that's certainly something that I would be more than willing to take on myself, to be quite honest with you.
Ooh.
There is an animalistic nature to the feral face. There is just such horror and such rage inside of him that I would love to see unleashed in any way. And if it would be upon me, then I would return it in kind.
That would be a wild match to see Mother Endless face off against the Feral Face for the Hybrid Championship.
I don't know why you guys would put that into the universe, but I want to see it.
She was the one. I'm here for it.
You led into it.
Absolutely.
You opened the door to hit that path. But
I'm manifesting awesomeness.
Well, technically, Pete asked me the question if I live underground or in the casket, and I had to answer that one. So,
So I actually do have a question for both of you. What is something positive, or I guess in your case being the opposite, that a negative that you take out from pro wrestling and that stays with you? It's something I've started asking all our guests.
I can say, for myself, it is a way that I have found, a way of being as a path, as a meditation, in order to be able to balance existing here in this world entirely. There is so much stress. There are so many things going on at any time that make absolutely no sense at all. And I must say that the general condition of being here on a day-to-day basis is absolutely enraging. And, well, stepping into the squared circle allows me to express that rage in a way that is actually quite positive, in a way that entertains and inspires people, and allows those who cannot step into the squared circle to fight to have an avatar for themselves to be represented in a way that can be very cathartic. And so for me, it is the only way in which I can exist on this plane without going around and committing acts of violence on a regular basis.
I like that answer.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites. Reaper, how about you?
So like the positive and negative about pro wrestling?
No. Just something positive that you take from pro wrestling.
You personally have taken from pro wrestling.
Yes.
Knowledge. Simple. It's the knowledge in your brain once you're in the ring, once you're trained with people that has been here for a long time. Example, Mother Endless. It's so much knowledge and studying to know, what you're going to do, what you're going to say, what you're going to react.
Yeah.
I always think that the squared circle is like a canvas. And I said this before. I think I said this before, like couple months or somewhere around there. The ring is like a canvas. You get to play in the canvas. You get to use a brush to paint the canvas in that ring. And then once it's like pure perfection, it's always 100%.
Someone's been hanging out with Hamlet Hertz. That was like a little prose right there, my guy, you know? The ring is a canvas.
The ring is a canvas.
Now, well said. Well said, both of you.
Any upcoming appearances that y'all would like to put out there?
Besides Friday, because I think we've covered that to no end.
Well, actually, I do have a question for the three of you, actually. The
tables have turned?
Yeah. I think no guest ever asked you guys this. But from our Wrath of the Wicked, which dream match that you want to see from me, from Mother, or a mixed tag? I want to try to start it off with. I want to start off with Pete.
Well, I mean, now that we've spoken about it, my dream match is Feral Face versus Mother Endless for the Hybrid World Championship. Like, are you kidding me? That would be such a banger.
I have a mixed tag: Mother Endless and Sam Reaper versus Angel Metro and Lucky 13.
Yes, absolutely. I would love to participate in such
a no DQ match.
Ooh,
even better. I like that.
What did I say earlier? I forget what my joke was. You guys against Freak the Mighty and I forget.
And Pedro Pablo, we get it.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
It was pretty much all of Sam's toughest matches.
Yeah.
I'm sure we will be revisiting some of those, and we must learn from our mistakes.
Another match I would like to throw out there too: Mother Endless maybe versus Ruthie J for that championship.
Heck yeah.
I would
bring
be
that title home.
Well, you all seem to have quite a bit more championships in mind for me than even I do, which I appreciate and will continue to accept championship matches and any gold that comes my way.
I mean, we've seen nothing but success come from your family, so clearly it's just kind of, I guess your charm is working, and we're all rooting for you to have, every belt in occasion. I mean, you've got more than enough familials to carry them for you. Sammy's got 2 arms, and you can put one on his face too. You know what I mean? So.
Indeed. And although, me chasing championships is certainly not the first thing on my agenda, I do just happen to bring greatness in my direction, and I just shower greatness onto all of my dark children that I encounter.
Absolutely. And, talking like with the tag teams like Skull and Bones, we've only seen them in a handful of matches. Like, they have been just so impressive going through, SPO, PWU. I'm trying to think of who I would like to see them take on next, because we watched them take on Control Chaos, and that was a phenomenal match. We've seen the rivalry with Gold Blooded, and that's just constantly
Freak
delivering.
the Mighty.
Freak the Mighty as well.
Wait, did they face Freak the Mighty?
Yeah, I think it was one of their first matches, wasn't it?
But I think that I don't think that had an outright winner to it.
Okay.
That might have been that was during the Declan, or was Control Chaos during the Declan feud? Because Freak the Mighty did face Control Chaos, and I think that was the lead up to the ladder match. So.
Oh yeah. That's right. But no, you got a good point there, BJ. I heard you say
Yeah, how about Robbie
Blackout.
Lombardi and Jay George? Blackout. They got they got those PWU championships.
Skull and Bones versus
I mean,
Blackout.
I'm just saying,
Ooh.
there's enough members of Wrath of the Wicked that they could capture both tag team championships.
Yeah, you could be. Hey, Sammy, you could be tag team champions with Amadeus.
That is true. Or we could start to
Oh my god.
the infrastructure.
I need to see that.
When I will be tag team championship, Sam.
I was about to say, what about Mother Endless and I? Come on now.
Taking an intergender tag team titles.
I mean, it counts. If they don't make a mixed tag team championships, then I'm sorry to say this. Then
What are mixed tag teams going to compete for? The tag team championship.
hey, fun fact. Back in Mawa, which you guys weren't there or anything, back then, Gabby Ortiz was with, I believe their name was Michelle, and they had tag titles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, listen, I'm all for it. We've seen a couple matches at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy where, like the Lucky 13, where Lucky and Angel took on Angel Metro and JP. Man, everyone was throwing hits at everybody. Like it was nobody was safe. So I definitely think that's something.
How I like it. No one's
That'd be
safe.
interesting.
No one's safe.
Nobody.
So then it could be either Mother Endless and Sammy versus Controlled Chaos, or Mother Endless and Sammy versus Blackout for championship titles.
I have seen Control of Chaos face the Enterprise Express.
True.
Yes, yeah. They faced them back in January, and that was a heck of a match. But the Control Chaos couldn't get the W. Enterprise Express just kept it going.
Enterprise Express beat them at their own game, which was amazing to see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm surprised no one didn't ask. I'm surprised no one didn't say about a dream match for Amadeus. I'm very shocked about that.
Well,
Amadeus versus a broomstick
Lately,
in
what we've
an
seen
Iron Man match.
Yeah, lately, from what we've seen of him, we need to see more before we can.
All right, but being serious,
no one here except for Reaper really understands resurrection and the process and what happens to you as a being. It's not the same for everyone, but it is, Amadeus has been here in this realm for quite a bit longer than Sam has. So the recovery from such an endeavor, it can be a little rocky. It can take some time to understand your connection to your corporeal form once more. So, we shall bear with him. And I do not doubt that in time you will see him become, something to contend with, actually.
There is one match that I have to actually throw out there, and that would be him getting revenge on Boom Harden.
Yeah.
Yes, I know that is something that his spirit wants quite badly. So, we shall have to see how well we can arrange that.
Very much.
Either that, or I'd like to see him stomp out Aaron Ortiz or Sam Adams.
Yeah, right.
More so Sam Adams, but
Or the Luchador, the new rookie Luchador.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, what was his name?
It's vegetable in Spanish. I can't say it.
Donde está el encyclopedia?
All right, what was the vegetable?
Encyclopedia?
Actually, there is a match that Mother and I would love to have.
El Verdura?
Okay.
Or La Verdura?
No, it was El.
Well, that's what the vegetable is. I'm sorry, Sammy. I didn't mean to cut you off. But
I remember that.
The floor is
remember
yours.
I was gonna say the future dream match I would love to have is Angel Orsini and Stife.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that would be quite interesting.
Oh yeah.
Mother Endless, have you ever faced off against Angel Orsini before?
Indeed, I did. She was my very first match after coming back from one of my long vacations, as we say, from seeing my friend the Medicine Man. And well, I was not quite at my physical apex during this match. It was an honor, I must say, to face an ECW original. And well, as you can imagine, the match became a brawl just pretty quickly. And well, I did take the victory in that match. Both her and I, it has been some time since then, but over a year and a half, perhaps 2 years almost. We have both evolved quite a bit since then. Both her and I are in very different places, both mentally and physically, than we were when we first met. So oh, goodness gracious, I anticipate that being quite the bloodbath.
That's a match I need now, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And trust me, I would love to face Stife because the only time I ever faced him was from that Christmas special. I'll say. But yeah, I'll say this. I want to face those two. That's it.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's definitely a lot of information we have here, and the next day I tend to toss up my clips. So hey, maybe we can get the IWC on board and try and get some of these matches made. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? We'll see what can happen. But
Absolutely.
Mother Endless,
Maybe upper management sees it.
yeah,
Angel.
she's not upper management. I mean, she's GM, but it's all
She's
commission
mid
now.
management now.
Yeah,
Okay.
The Gumish or the former Gumish.
former Gumish.
But yes. Anyways, we should probably head out for now. We have to
Do you
have a
guys
gameplay.
have social media you like the fans? You tell the fans so they can follow?
Mother, go first.
Oh, goodness, so sorry. The darkness is continuing at my fingers as they have not yet been fed, and they assume that I am dead since they have not eaten. But if you would like to follow me on social media, you can simply put my name into any search engine, and my I am most often on Instagram. That would be the place to find me, but any major social media outlet, you can find Mother Endless.
And with me, I'm just mainly on, Instagram at Sam Reaper _wrestling. You'll probably see more everybody's favorite Reaper's interview.
I do enjoy those every week.
Yeah.
And Mother Endless has gone into the ether as
Well, she said
appropriate.
she
for
might.
having your Mother Endless.
Yeah, she said she was gonna. She might disappear if the spirits got too strong, and apparently it happened.
As a ginger and a person that is involved with souls and stuff, I understand that completely. But
Yeah, I got to deal with your souls.
hey, man, I gotta send them to somebody to escort them through the afterlife. Nothing to see here. Move along.
But anyways, it was an honor, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I believe, yeah, it's night.
Yeah,
It's time
it's
to
getting
go.
Yes, yes.
Wait,
Thank you for coming on with us today.
finally. Now you guys don't have to talk about me 24/7, even though you might will. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys later.
All right, Sammy.
Bye.
Thanks for coming on,
Have
man.
a good one.
Good night.
That was nice.
You're still on.
Oh,
Thank you for keeping those quiet, because that really blew me away, man. Like, that was awesome to have both Mother Endless and Sammy on. Like, heck yeah.
Yeah, I saw him pop up underneath, and I Yeah.
Dude,
super.
the look on your face, we are going to be talking about after this show probably for a good 30 minutes. Let's let me make that clear that people are going to miss some really good conversation when we go off the air.
I'm just gonna still frame that to your face because you're
What?
already frozen.
Oh, I want to make that a poster and post it at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy so everybody sees it. That is my highlight of this entire thing, was just the look on his face, like, what's happening?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh. But yes, again, thank you, Mother Endless, Sam
Yeah.
Reaper, for coming
Pleasure
on.
having them on.
Absolutely amazing. This, I'm backstage producing, lady. You guys have the floor, and I know, BJ, you can see my window.
Yeah.
And there's just so many times I am not necessarily laughing, but I am just enthralled in the interview.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely amazing. So before we move on talking about Come As You Are, any direct reactions to the interview and everything? Any takes you have from speaking to them?
Oh, they were amazing. Sam, he's been on before. This time it was on a little better of terms than it's been in the past. Mother Endless was just absolutely enthralling. Um, yeah, I was absolutely hypnotized.
Yeah, agreed. Mother Endless was phenomenal. You can tell that she's made for this. You know, what I mean, like she is just such a natural, and clearly the spirits speak to her in some capacity enough to where she's made such an impact on wrestlers at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy, and we're seeing it with Wrath of the Wicked. But also, it's always great to have Sammy on, and just to see the trajectory he's been on these last couple months, even a little bit before Mother Endless really took him under her wing. Um, we've seen him just keep pushing and pushing, and then once he started getting those win streaks, and then Mother's been around, like we're seeing a whole new Sammy. So that was a great interview, and can't wait to have both of them back on in the future.
Yeah, absolutely agree. My bad. I had a quick message. I had to look down. Didn't realize BJ just disappeared.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought that was absolutely amazing. Gained to learn. I didn't know she had ever competed for CZW, so
Me
that was
either.
something cool to learn.
Yeah, and also about the the kendo sticks and how she goes
Yes,
about choosing the color.
but now
If we talk about that, like the forces that be might just nuke the whole stream. So let's just leave that alone.
look. I think when it comes to that, we might have a little protection from this channel with Bray Wyatt. So
Fair
we
enough.
have it in on the supernatural side. We have it in, all right. But
Fair enough.
That went over my head, but okay.
so one of our very first episodes, and I believe it was actually our first or second episode on this channel, we were talking about the Wyatts. And BJ on the iPad type could do the thumbs up, and it would appear with the icon. Well, he wasn't doing nothing. We brought up Bray Wyatt, and the thumbs up just randomly appeared. And then we said it again, and it appeared again. It's actually a video on our channel.
Wow.
It's our first short, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, amazing interview. Always so happy that people are willing to take time out of their day to come on and talk to us jerks. But no, they were so much fun to have on. Kind of wish Mother Endless's connection was a little bit better, but we get what we get.
That's what happens when you're in the ether.
Yeah, the Ether needs to upgrade their Wi-Fi. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe
Like,
she should use an Ethernet. Oh, damn.
I see. I like what you went for there.
Well,
But
BJ got me already.
I think she also, there might have been some interference with the Upside Down as well. I'm just going to start throwing references out there now.
All right. Speaking of references.
Yes, let's talk about PWU Come As You Are.
Friday night, studio
BJ?
sessions 11.
I kick it to you.
We start the night with a gear on a pole match between Pedro Pablo versus Logie P for Pedro's stolen ring gear. This is a rematch from last week in which Logie P defeated Pedro. From the opening bell, Logie went right after the gear, but Pedro was easily able to stop him. Rinse repeat a few more times until Pedro takes the advantage. Momentum swings Logie's way after he pulls the ref in between himself and Pedro in the corner and uses that distraction to take control. Logie works over Pedro until going for the gear bag again to no avail. Logie at one point shoves the ref, but the ref shoves right back and takes down Logie. Logie goes right back to work with a big sequence of moves. A suplex, moves. A suplex followed by a corner running elbow, a hip attack, a missile drop kick, and then Logie goes to the second rope for another drop kick. Logie takes his time going for the gear, which gives Pedro time to recover and stop him. Pedro hits a big superplex and both men are down. Both men back up as Pedro fires up and hits two clotheslines and a Chilean suplex. Pedro goes for the gear, but Logie slides under him in position for a powerbomb. Pedro evades and eats a kick to the face. Logie attempts to climb for the gear, but Pedro knocks him into the Tree of Woe. Pedro hits a Chilean uppercut to Logie's back and climbs over him to retrieve his gear. Pedro Pablo wins his gear and the match.
Heck yeah. And our hearts.
And our hearts. I've
Which
said it
he's
before.
always had.
I've said it before. Any card that he is on, it's automatically a good show. Like
Yeah.
he makes any card better.
And honestly, like,
Oh man,
Rick
Rick Blade
Rick.
meme incoming.
It's the worst part is it's typed.
we miss you, Rick.
But just I think it's just that the typing is like the print is too small. I think I need glasses, and that's the problem.
Get on board. We'll
Show
be
up
the
looking like a
We'll be the glasses crew.
3
There it
blind
is.
marks.
3 blind marks. 3 blind marks. Here it is, Pedro getting that W. Listen, I'm glad that this rivalry's over with. Pedro has more important things to do than be buggered by some little peon named Logie P.
Yo, at moment
Yeah.
when he was doing his read, I thought he said Loogie P.
That's what every time I say his name, I'm like, I'm almost like, I got a haka Loogie.
Yeah, it's not the most flattering name.
Yeah. But hey, hopefully this really does solidify the rivalry. Although, in that Instagram video he put up, we saw that Italian Tank was stepping to Pedro Pablo. So
Yeah. Is
is
he
is,
Logie's new muscle?
is that going to be in his fortune? His fortune cookie. All right, yeah.
Next, we had a submission match between Tarzan Duran versus Lucas Twitch DeSangro for Tarzan's World Traveling Skywalker Championship. This rivalry was reignited during last week's four-way match. The early portions of this match saw both competitors attempting various submission holds. Neither competitor was able to gain any momentum at all. After an intense stare-down, the intensity of this match increased when the first strikes were delivered. After this, each competitor was noticeably more aggressive. Both competitors continued to attempt various submission maneuvers again until Tarzan is sent flying out of the ring. Twitch stares down Tarzan as he re-enters, and each of them go blow for blow until Twitch is sent outside with a super kick. Tarzan brings Twitch back into the ring. Tarzan brings Twitch back into the ring, and again, both competitors attempt submission holds. Tarzan hits a sit-out powerbomb, and a kick to the head of Twitch and a kick to the head of Twitch hits off with his head and chokes out Twitch for the win. Tarzan Duran defeats Lucas Twitch DeSangro to retain the World Traveling Skywalker Championship. After the match, Tarzan helps Twitch to his feet, and they raise each other's hands in a show of respect.
Okay.
What I Oh, he's muted.
Yeah, you're muted, dude.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't want. Sometimes like my breathing gets picked up on the mic, so I pushed the button. Um.
Yeah, hold on. That ref just looks like some random mark. All right.
Some random guy. No, dude, like this was I'm so glad we had Twitch on the cast last week because it really taught me who he was and his wrestling style and where he's coming from and the people who influenced him. Like, I've always watched him just as a wrestler, but I didn't realize how much he was influenced by, like, talking like Brian Danielson, um, amongst other people. I can't remember off the top of my head, but this match, we really saw some of those technical locks, a lot of like, this was a way more methodical, tactical Twitch. I guess because of what the game was submissions, but he really came out and stood toe to toe with Tarzan. This is a rivalry that's been going on for a few months, but I feel like this is it. I feel like this was the culmination. The mutual respect at the end of the match, raising each other's hands, Twitch putting the belt on Tarzan. Like it was just it was a great match for exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And like we were talking about after the show, this felt like more of the grudge match that we wanted,
Yeah.
So I think this was a fire ending to the story. If this is the end all be all for both of them, which I kind of hope it is, I feel like we've run our course with Twitch and Tarzan in terms of this. I want to see who's next up to bat for Tarzan, who wants that that title, that world traveling Skywalker champ. And also, I want to see Twitch go after like a JP or a Declan Grant.
Right. There's Johnny Cashmere, Sally Graz, and timekeeper Gabby Gilbert.
Gabby.
I was just trying to get to the quick clip of him and Twitch having to show a respect.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you have any
And
comments on that, Beach?
No, I mean, I agree completely. Like, we were kind of sold short with that grudge match, and this was, although it was a slow burn, it started off very slow. The intensity wasn't there until about halfway through the match. Even
Yeah.
so, it was the way to end this feud, definitely.
Ginge, you?
Great match by two guys. The show of respect at the end of the match actually kind of surprised me, especially after Twitch's promo last week that he did here on the show.
Yeah.
Overall, though, fantastic match between these guys. I think it's over for now, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them cross paths again in the future.
This was a great story, these two.
Yeah,
from
and
start to finish.
I think it's over for now.
Yeah.
Next, we had a six-man tag team match between the Backseat Boys, JP and Tommy Grayson, and their partner, Clockwork Dylan Shaw, accompanied by Angel Orsini, versus Kid Legend, Boom Harden, and Devin Ridley. Last week, the Backseats took on Kid Legend and Boom. Ridley and Clockwork were at ringside as their counsel. A lot of quick tags and double team maneuvers early on in this one as both teams struggled to take full control. Midway through the match, we saw Legend fight his way out of the opponent's corner to his own for a hot tag to Ridley. Ridley fires up and cleans house, hitting some big moves on the backseats. Ridley hits a big fallaway slam on JP for a 2 count, which was interrupted by Clockwork. Boom and Legend protest while the ref's back is turned. Angel Orsini gets a couple of shots in on Ridley while Clockwork restrains him. JP works over Ridley until Tommy tags in and continues the beatdown. Ridley fights his way to the corner for a hot tag to Boom Harden. Boom clears house and covers JP for a 2. Everyone enters the ring for a big 6-man suplex spot. After everyone recovers, Clockwork and Ridley tag in.
So
Ridley
close
takes...
to being lined up. I'm sorry, so close to being lined up. What were you saying? You said something about the hot tag, and then moments later it happened. It was so close.
Suplex spot. After everyone recovers, Clockwork and Ridley tag in. Ridley takes out Clockwork with a cutter. JP takes out Ridley with an unprettier. Boom takes out JP with a flatliner. Tommy takes out Boom with a kryptonite crunch. Legend takes out Tommy with a... Now, I want to describe this because it was kind of like... It was the pedigree position, but then he puts him straight up.
I love that move. He's been
And
he's been
down.
using it a lot lately.
That
It's
butterfly move.
Right.
the one
Uh,
where, yeah, I guess that.
and then Clockwork takes out Legend with something I would describe best as maybe a Sambo suplex. Anyway, as everyone gets back to their feet, the brawl continues until the back seats were sent out of the ring, and Booming Kid Legend hits separate dives to the outside on them. Back in the ring, Ridley counters Clockwork's full steam ahead with a missile dropkick. Ridley goes for a big running boot in the corner, but Clockwork evades and rolls Ridley up for the fastest 3 count I have ever seen. Backseats and Clockwork Dylan Shaw with the win. After the match, Don Montoya comes out to the ring and fires referee Crooked Craig and reinstates Jason Feinberg as senior referee.
As is deserved.
Now the 3 count
But
apparently.
this show, I'm showing it now.
So this angle, you know,
You,
as you may have seen on Craig's Facebook, you can't really see much from that angle. I should really.
but
upload
if it's
the-
one, but if it's one thing I can definitely see, is that his arm was moving much faster than it should.
Oh, absolutely. But I'll see if I can upload the footage
He was like a little fish.
from my angle.
It was a
Flapping its
magic
tail.
carp. Yeah, just a magic carp.
Magic
Here we go.
No Gyarados here.
See if this will upload. Here's the footage from my angle.
I'm waiting to see it.
Oh, it's
When
not the
I-
right file type.
You have failed this stream.
It's on Craig's Facebook.
It's on Craig's Facebook. You can't be like, it's on my social media. It's not. It's on his social
It's
media.
on Craig's list.
I hadn't gotten around to editing the clips yet, and I hadn't gotten around to editing the clips yet. And Craig had posted something about how he refereed the match fair and blah blah blah, and he said that the cameras don't show a fast count. So I
Oh
went
my
ahead
God.
and I posted my footage from my angle, and he accused it of being fake and everything. But
Oh,
AI.
I'm back.
yeah, no, I posted a clip longer than 15 seconds just to prove it wasn't AI and that it was not doctored in any way.
AI
So-
clips could be made. Some apps allow up to 15-second things, but in the end, as I had
Right,
just
that's
shown.
why I said longer than 15
Oh,
seconds.
longer. I thought. My bad.
It was like a minute long, the clip.
That's on me, dog.
But
But
I know
yeah,
Pete doesn't.
I just want to keep bringing this up here because Ref Craig Prendergast fired. I almost want to get it printed out as a poster in my room.
Ref Craig Prendergast. I can't say it, but it doesn't say anything about Craig.
Prendergast.
Doesn't say anything about Craig Z list.
Ooh.
We might see Z list return, maybe managing someone. Who knows?
That would be interesting.
That's how he made his SPO debut.
Yeah. But
Oh,
all right.
also,
out of curiosity, if Craig would come, he's fired as a ref, but if he comes back as a manager, who would he be managing in the current SPO locker room?
That's a very good question, Pete. I don't know.
just real quick, I want to point out, we could talk about that for a moment, but also coming out of this 6-man tag for this upcoming week, Devin Ridley versus Dylan Shaw.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, Devlin whoops Clockwork Shaw's ass.
Well, Steve.
My question, I don't remember. Is there anybody he managed that's currently on any of the shows?
No, I don't think so.
I
He was
think
with,
there is. I think there
oh.
is.
Who was he with? Primal Fear and. No,
Where you?
I don't remember.
But I'm thinking like the second and third, or yeah, the second and third Mitchell Firehouse shows.
So was I. Yeah, I don't remember who he was.
Ooh,
managing.
sorry, I had like a coughing fit.
No, there was somebody else though.
I don't remember.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
he
not
should-
going
he
to
should
give the
manage-
answer.
He should manage
Oh.
Gold Blooded.
Well, you want them to become the drizzling shits?
I think that would just be a funny team up. Because then he would wear gold checkered suits.
No. You let him run around with Lavari.
Ugh.
That would be entertaining.
Don't even get me started with Lavari.
Hey, it would keep them moving.
I'm glad he hasn't been back. Keep him moving.
Well, we'll be talking about him more in a bit.
Do we
Yeah,
have
we
to?
will.
So, BJ, what you got for us next?
Up next, we had a three-way dance for the Hybrid World Championship between challengers Bobby Casale and Aaron Ortiz versus the champion, the Feral Face, with Skills the Great. The story early on in this one was Face and Bobby trying to one-up each other. Each hit progressively bigger moves on the much smaller Ortiz until they eventually tossed him out of the ring. To everyone's surprise, Bobby and Face then engaged in some mat wrestling, only to be interrupted by Ortiz eventually, who tosses Face out of the ring. He throws down with Bobby until Face recovers. All three competitors brawl, and Face attempts to choke Bobby out, which is broken up by Ortiz. With Bobby recovering outside the ring, Face and Ortiz brawl. Bobby recovers and kicks Ortiz out of the ring. The brawl continues. The brawl continues continues on with fast-paced action until Face shoves Ortiz off the top rope to the floor and continues with Casale before Ortiz can recover. Face chokes out Bobby Casale for the win. Face retains.
Now these are two competitors that I've been waiting to see in the ring together. Bobby Casale and the Feral Face. Just pure power amongst both of them. But,
Similar
naturally,
size.
yeah. And then naturally, you got Aaron Ortiz who's just coming in and just
Just, yeah.
it's just like you said, he was essentially a crash test dummy. He was just, hey, you did that to him. Now I'm going to do this to him. Can you
And
do better than that?
the best part is Casale and Face were both staring each other down as they were doing these moves early on Aaron Ortiz.
Dude, the sheer strength that both these men have, but just the Feral Face, the fact that he literally stared at Bobby and just flipped Aaron, like didn't even flex a muscle. It was just
And what I didn't mention in my script was the crowd was firmly behind Face. Like, yeah, he might be a psychopath, but he's our psychopath. You know?
oh, absolutely.
Have you noticed that the last couple weeks? Same with Declan Grant.
Yeah. And I know Johnny mentions it a lot on commentary, but it's true. I mean, maybe it's the exposure they get from, or Declan got from BJ and DG Talk Wrestling that kind of turned people a little bit more in his favor. Or maybe it's just, a natural thing. I kind of think it's the former. But,
I would like to say it's both. Coming to the same building every week, fans start seeing you more regularly.
familiarity, right.
Yeah, but whereas Declan is like, Declan's heel, and he makes it known that he does not like you or anybody in that crowd. Whereas,
And this is
like,
also in Mount Holly. People
very
don't
true.
care.
Yeah. So
We're like, oh, Declan.
everyone's just like, but like you notice the heat that like JP Grayson when he gets out, everybody's booing him. What I mean? Nobody wants to see him. So it's funny, like
Except the old lady and the middle school kid.
the old lady middle school kid, and occasionally
You forgot Tara.
And occasionally Tara.
But yeah, see, like Feral Face, man, he is just as Sammy said earlier, he is terrifying when it comes to wrestling in the ring. Because he's just got so much power, so much force, and no limits.
Yeah. In this match, I kind of undercut the brutality of just like the things that these guys are doing.
Yeah.
And I actually really undercut the mat wrestling at the beginning. There was actually some really interesting moves there. This is the win here.
And of course, their skills,
Yeah.
just pacing up, and Bobby gets choked out. Feral Face, man, that dude is a beast.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to Midnight Express, him teaming with Blackout, taking on Vandal 48.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Black Market.
Yeah. Even though now, like, it changes the dynamic. Like, I really wanted to see Ruckus, but at the same time, like, I get it.
I think he's on this one.
You
Yeah,
gotta update
he's
that
on
one
the
graphic.
no, but he's on the poster graphic. So
There we go. Go
All
get
right.
them, boys. Go destroy Vandal 48.
It really surprised me. We did how much violence we've seen in the last couple hybrid title matches. That this one was the complete opposite of that. It was like
Yeah.
a triple threat technical match that was also hard hitting.
It was like anything goes, and they're like, "No, we're good. We're just
Yeah.
gonna stay within the rules."
So we can actually choke each other, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's as close as. Next, we had intermission.
Oh, and that no inner versus mission match of the night.
Intermission match of the night. Yeah.
I would have never figured that inner would have actually won that. It seemed like mission had it, but in the end, let his guard down and got rolled up in a schoolboy for a 1-2-3.
Yeah, why'd they let Craig ref that? Yeah, I don't know. I was outside. Um, After intermission, we have a bathroom brawl for the Silver Skywalker Championship between challenger Joe Clean versus championship the grimy bastard Declan Grant. This match was fun. The two brawled in and outside of the ring, and just about everything in Joe's cleaning basket was used as a weapon, including the basket. The highlight was Declan's sticking the plunger on Joe Clean's head. Uh, the back and forth brawling continued until Declan hits Joe over the head with a wet floor sign and then hits the Fisherman Buster for the win. Declan retains the Silver Skywalker Championship.
Dude, that sign hitting Joe
Oh my
Clean's head
god!
You know that hurt.
was so loud. I was like, oh, that's going to leave a mark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not
this
going to stop
one-
watching this till I see the plunger spot.
It didn't happen already?
No, I think it was a while after he
I
emptied
thought it was
the
when he was pulling it out of the basket.
It's after
I
he
could be
throws
wrong.
the toilet paper. It's after the toilet brush. It's after the
Yeah.
toilet paper.
Yeah, this was an interesting match, you know, an interesting lead up to it. Because Joe Clean originally came out to attend with Mike Trash and
Right.
Tommy Biz, right?
Yeah, to
Yes.
help those guys start cleaning the bathrooms. Here's the brush. Here's the toilet paper he throws in his face. Says, "What's this? Toilet paper? Toilet paper?"
Toilet paper? We're talking toilet paper.
Yeah, not quite in his face, but
He hit him right in the balls.
Practice.
yeah, here's the plunger.
Like a glove.
Like a plunger? Oh god, it's so great. It's so great.
It was very comical.
Yeah, this match was very fun.
And it
Wasn't
was good to see
technical
Declan back.
masterpiece. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah,
Because
say
he was
what you want about
refusing to
him.
wrestle.
Yeah, say what you want about him. Love seeing him in the ring.
Yeah, he's just tired of those being constantly thrown into multi-person matches, and he kind of has a point as the champion. Just
Yeah,
saying.
so we got handed a singles match there. Yeah, this one was fun. A lot of silly weapons got used.
I want to
didn't
get to
mention-
the. I want to show the sign.
Oh
I think
yeah,
I
yeah, the
went
wet
by
floor
it.
sign.
That was near the very end, right?
That was right before the finish. Yeah.
So I'll just play from here. Oh, yeah, that would help.
The scrubby. Yeah.
So much for that, Joe.
the Warrior splash gone wrong. Here it is.
Oh, this is brutal.
Oh,
Unprotected
Oh.
wet floor sign shot.
and the sound it
Hard.
made.
Yeah, it hit him hard.
This was the most beautiful fisherman suplex. He freaking executed that great.
Yeah. We've seen it look not quite as good lately, and that one looked beautiful.
Yeah, that was textbook.
Yeah, it was a fun one. Yeah.
And Declan remains champ.
Next, we had a three-way tag team. Yes. Next, we had a Three-way tag team match for the PWU Tag Team Championships between Cold Blooded, Malik Machiavelli and Nigel Carter, versus SPO Tag Team Champions Controlled Chaos, Papa Juice and Kid Chaos, versus the PWU Champions Blackout, Jay George and Robbie Illuminati. This was a
Robbly.
fast Robbly. This was a fast-paced and hard-hitting
Probably,
match.
Robbly.
And due to the holiday, that's as far as I got in my script.
Yeah, this match was crazy. There was so much going on. You already have two very fast, very chaotic tag teams in the ring, that being Gold Blooded and Control Chaos. Now you've got, Blackout, which is just adding to the extra mayhem in there. They're breaking up everything. They're throwing everyone. They're just trying to do all the destruction they can. But as you see right there, Control Chaos and Gold Blooded definitely teamed up to make sure that Blackout didn't have any skin in the game. They didn't want anything to do with them. They just wanted to keep this with them. Well, yeah, turn around, then a double drop kick.
There's one moment though, and I think it's a little bit later, where there's a double dive and there's nobody there for Papa Juice to hit, and he just splats on the floor.
Yeah, that was a rough scene.
Little bit of a miscommunication, and I forget, was it one of you guys was saying that you spoke to him after the show, and he was like, he had already
that was me.
Once he saw that Jay George wasn't where he thought he was going to be, and he just went for it.
Yeah, that was ouch. I was standing there watching it. I was like, ugh. Then he got back in the ring, and I don't know if he was trying to motivate Kid Chaos or if he was a little upset, but there was a shove.
Let me see if I could get to that there. Because that was after that, right?
Yeah, it was when the next time Blackout's outside the ring.
Yeah. It was after Jay George tagged Papa, and then Papa tagged Kid.
All right, that was too far as I got to the end of the match.
It was about midway, I think.
On this episode of BJ Drinks Water.
Season premiere.
Oh, that was such a great code breaker. Or from the front side, is that still considered a code breaker?
Yes.
Okay. I think it's before this.
Yeah.
Because they square off against each other right after Papa comes back into the ring.
Yeah, it's right before that sequence.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
You found it.
Oh, yeah. Here it is.
He also kind of smacked Nigel in the face, like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, but like he jumped, there was nobody there. And then it looked like he was trying to aim for Robbie to kind of recalculate the fact that Jay George wasn't there. But then right here, pushes Kid Chaos.
Kid Chaos probably said something smart.
I mean, that's his son, you know.
Yeah.
Like, damn, Dad, what? Yeah, like, don't worry about it. Mind your own business. That wasn't as egregious as I think you made it sound, but I see what you're saying.
I mean, it was still
it's jarring when you see that during a match, and you're like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah, and especially since we just had them on the cast before, and he was like, I would never be put in a predicament where I would have to want to go head to head with my son. And I saw that, and I'm like, what's going on here?
It's almost like that adrenaline rush, he's just in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. But dude, this was a phenomenal. The fact that we got all these matches on a Friday, like it was a pop-up PWU event, you know what I mean? Normally it's a SPO show. This was a PWU on a Friday. We got a full card, all these freaking awesome matches, title matches, just crazy stuff going on. And this match alone was just pure insanity.
Let's talk about the very end now, because we don't get a winner in this match, do we?
Right.
We do not. Because
Feral Face comes out, and They
Yeah,
just lay
Robbie
waste-
and Jay
lay
George
waste to
pulled out the
everybody.
ref.
Yeah, this was ruled the infamous no contest.
That's right. Ref Isaiah was knocked out, as Robbie tends to do.
So Blackout retained their titles heading into Vegas. Well,
And,
there's still another week, but
and
Well,
also
this
gave the Pro Wrestling Star Academy a little taste of what Black Market can do.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that match, man.
Oh,
But
yeah.
like the feral face adds such a different level of violence
oh yeah,
to everything. But also something
The only thing I have to bring up from that
else
match
I'm looking forward
is
to. Come on, click.
when Face is choking out Papa Juice, Robbie walks over to Kid Cass. He's like, "That's your dad. That's happening to your dad. He's choking out your dad."
Yeah, but just real quick, in non-title action, we get to see these teams go at it one more time.
yeah.
Oh, this is a non-title. Okay.
Neither championship is on the line. This is for bragging rights.
Yeah, that's
Well, that
going to
should be
be
interesting.
as long as it doesn't get
Feral
interfered.
face and skills will be there as well.
So it's going to get interfered.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Next
Next,
up
we
is
had
the
go
Rumble for
ahead.
the SBO championship. That's all I
Oh
have.
boy.
So the first guy, the vegetable, and who else started? Oh, Sam Adams. Yeah, everybody's favorite.
Shut up, BJ. You're fat.
BJ's
Yeah, well,
favorite wrestler.
your beer sucks.
You're just fat. All you are is fat, and all you'll ever be is fat.
Yeah, here's the moment where
Oh yeah, this is that power bomb.
Yeah, and then she rolls him back into the ring after the apron bomb to be eliminated.
I was like, oh, did she intend to slam him down? Was that lesson learned?
And then drag him
Latin
by the ear
shooter,
into the back.
the Latin shooter El Tirador Alex Rivera, just comes in and just manhandles Mikey G.
Yeah,
Well, maybe not for
this
long,
Rumble was. It was. Once I saw who was like listed on the card, I'm like,
yeah.
ooh.
I kind of wish I would have gotten my notes finished for this one because I just want to be able to have a play-by-play just to run through.
Yeah.
But I don't mind just sitting back and, just watching moments.
Yeah, we saw Sam Adams and Alex teaming up. The heels getting the best of Mikey G, the newcomer. But then everybody is getting ready for Corazon. Oh, why didn't the title guy put the little squiggly above the O?
I don't
It's
know.
Corazon.
That just says
Because he wasn't
Corazon.
in the zone. I don't know what to
Oh.
tell you.
He was on the Zon, not the zone.
I'm just here, man.
Listen, Corazon, we got a reintroduction to him a couple weeks ago.
Who, in the early days of SPO Wrestling, BJ didn't get there, was managed by Craig Prendergast.
Oh, that's who it was. Okay. Yeah.
Well, then maybe Craig goes back into the managing of Corazon because he hasn't picked up a W since he's appeared.
Nope. But he's been in a lot of multi-man matches. It was just, I think he had just had the one singles match.
Maybe
Yeah.
he needs to hang out with Mother Endless.
I don't know if
know.
that's a good fit.
I don't know if he speaks English or if
I
they
mean,
speak
his
Spanish.
name is Corazon, which is heart. So, like, you can just
And we
turn to,
speak of the JJ Smith, who's in. And we have JJ Smith coming out currently in this clip, who's part of that 10-person tag against Rats of the Wicked this week.
Nerds
Yeah.
rule. That's all I'm gonna say is nerds rule.
Damn right we do.
I've been enjoying JJ Smith. I'm glad he's been coming back week to week.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a very interesting skill set, but also he's a nerd, and like, long live the nerds.
Nerd!
The fact his move's called 3.14, you know.
Oh,
or
yes.
pi.
He's got the pile on the knee pads there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a fun rumble.
Ay.
Stife. You know, Stife's been getting a mixed review from the crowd, you know. Some people love him, some people hate him. Glad to see that he doesn't really need Angel by his side in order to get stuff done. But also at the same time, he should kind of feel a little sour that Angel's too big for his britches.
Yeah, like it was a whole big deal. He won a scramble match for her services, and then next week it's like, oh, but also JP has my services, and like now
Yeah.
she's got a whole crew.
And here we have Amadeus coming in, accompanied by Mother Endless, laying out them clotheslines. That's right. Taking everybody down. You just got JJ. Let's do it.
Clothesline City.
If only kicking him out under the ring, under the rope, would eliminate him. But it doesn't.
Because both feet have to touch, not both hands.
Yeah, but even still, don't they have to go over the top?
Yes. That too.
Well,
Yeah, that was a real hot start for Amadeus there.
yeah.
Yeah, best we've seen him look in weeks.
Could that be a part of his resurrection?
Ooh. You know, Mother was saying that her magic works a little slowly because she's new to necromancy, so
Let's see, who do we have now?
is this Yep. You can see the crowd clapping, so
Yeah. And there you see Rob sitting right in front of the entranceway by the speaker. So he's literally has the best seat for Cotton Eye Joe in the house.
and here's Sam Adams talking all that smack, calling everybody fat. When look at him with that little muffin top.
You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing this one-on-one, though.
It's a no contest.
Hey,
Billy's
only I'm allowed to call a
destroying
no. Only I'm allowed to call no contest.
No, I'm not saying the match is going to end no contest. Billy's going to destroy Sam Adams. Like, look at that. Within the first 2 seconds of meeting him,
Yeah,
he
Sam.
freaking Black Hole
Sam
slams
Adams
him.
had also been in that match when it started.
Who
Billy was
cares?
the freshest guy to come out.
Billy
I'm
will
just-
decimate. I actually DM'd Billy and said, please make sure you just destroy Sam Adams. His beer is awful. And Billy throws out Amadeus. Oh, nope, them feet touched.
And what is Stife thinking here? As Billy was the last person to enter this match.
I mean, it was a noble try. But then doesn't he just throw him out? Yeah. Corazon thinking he's going to be, I didn't realize how short Corazon was till he stood next to
Yeah.
Billboard Billy Gold.
Well, we all look small next to Billboard.
I think he
Billy
drops him
Gold.
right here. Yeah.
You tried to get away, but I didn't let you.
He
And he
doesn't
gets-
drop
so
his-
slippery.
Now, at this point, it looks like Billy won, and then the Vari stopped moving for a moment to make that video for this to happen.
And Alex Rivera, who was never eliminated, and presumably was like laying down on the outside of the ring where no one could see.
He Chris
'Cause I was-
Jericho'd that.
Because I was on the end and I didn't see him over there.
Now, I like to note that it's interesting that it took not only Alex Rivera in the ring, but Tommy Biz and Mike Trash as well to pull Billy over the top rope.
He was a heavy guy, you know. Yeah,
But
and new second two-time SPO champion Alex has
to the
appeared on
dismay of one
there.
Pete the Wall Peters. But Pete,
Just
there
gotta
is
say
hope yet.
congratulations, Alex.
There is hope yet. For the reason being that this Friday, Billy Gold gets his rematch against Alex Rivera in an Iron Man match for that championship, which is pretty interesting because let's be honest, when Alex has had a shot at that title since he lost it, he has not been able to pin or submit Billboard Billy Gold.
I have no comment on this matter.
Well, we know who you're picking to win the Iron Man match if we were to do predictions.
Listen, I saw Alex crouch down behind the ring. I was pissed. I was like, "Oh, come on, man. He's really because listen, Billy came in, he was swinging. He was eliminating everybody left and right. I was like, "Wait, did I blink and like Rivera got tossed out by somebody?" No, he was over in the corner, cowering away behind the ring like he always does. And the only way that he could win his title back was, his typical cheap ways, the ways that we've talked about on here, in which he shouldn't be handling himself if he wants to be a champion. But hey, this Friday we got an Iron Man match. I don't know exactly what that means. Does that mean that anything
Mo-
goes? It's just
No,
last man standing kind of vibe, or what's
no,
going on?
no, no. Okay, so an Iron Man match is whoever scores the most victory within a time limit.
Oh, it's a timed match. Okay. It's been a long
My
time since I've seen one. Like the last Iron Man match I watched was like Shawn Michaels in the
yeah,
90s.
same, yes, same concept.
I'm just saying, like
This
that's 30
doesn't.
years ago. Don't remember.
This is doesn't. It says Iron Man match, but it doesn't have a time limit on it. So I doubt it's going to be an hour long Iron Man match,
Yeah.
considering how many other matches there are. But maybe 15 minutes. That would make sense. Whoa, we lost BJ. That's
Oh, no.
weird.
Gee,
Maybe Mother Endless kidnapped him into the ether.
lucky.
So you escaped the ether that quick?
I just had to go ahead and exit out and re-enter because when my headphones died, I tried to switch over to like the default thing and it just like messed everything up. I had a black screen. I couldn't hear anyone, but I saw your mouths moving. So I had to get out and jump back in.
Well, good. He didn't hear all those disparaging things that we said about him. But if anybody else that may have missed it as well, please, after this, go back to before this and watch that.
I was going for 10 seconds. I didn't miss much.
It's all right. I
Oh,
will be
you-
right back myself because I haven't taken a break at all, if you know what I'm saying.
No, I'm good.
But yeah, we were just talking about the Iron Man match this Friday.
Yeah. You said 15 minutes?
Yeah, I believe that's going to be the time limit. That would make sense to me.
Yeah.
With
Especially
like,
on like a 2-hour show. You know, that makes sense.
yeah. And then our main event of the evening. Pat Dynamite. We finally get Pat Dynamite versus KTB. That was supposed to happen at Backcountry. We finally get this match. And I'm going to be honest, it wasn't the same Pat Dynamite we typically see in the ring.
No.
But it was different. I feel like he wasn't necessarily on his A game like he always is, but he still pulled out the win. Some big hits in this match. Maybe KTB being that harder hitter, it kind of threw him off his game a little bit. But in the end, he picks up the win. He becomes the #1 contender for the PWU Championship. He calls out JP Grayson. Also had a couple of words about JP's brother, Tommy,
Right.
which brought Tommy out. But this Friday, for the PWU World Championship, Pat Dynamite versus Justified JP Grayson.
Yeah, I can't wait for that one.
Or as Pat calls him, his BAB.
All right.
I mean, also, just real quick, Tommy Grayson versus Ian Knox.
Ian Knox drinking a Rona there.
Yeah.
Can't say I'm familiar with Ian Knox in ring, but we've
PW,
certainly seen him.
yeah, PWU original.
Oh, okay. Man, look at all these originals coming back, baby. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only other
place to be.
graphic, the only other match graphic I have it shown, Corazon versus KTB.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, this should be fun. KTB probably not in the best of moods after taking that L.
It's all right. I have to buy a shirt from him this week, so maybe I'll boost his spirits a little bit.
There you go.
Also, did you guys catch that before the match with JP or with Pat and KTB that Don Montoya, I think it was Don Montoya, was in the ring and that somebody's car was getting towed and that Johnny left commentary because it was Johnny Cashmere's car? That
Somebody's
this was
Mercedes?
done. Yes, this was done by JP Grayson and Angel Orsini just so they could get themselves up on commentary.
Are you serious?
Of course.
God. They're so. I was wondering why JP was up there at the end of KTB versus Pat. I figured he was just out there chilling, but I was so enthralled. That was such a great match.
Yeah, I'm getting to a decent point so we can see some of the highlights here. While we
Is that where we at in the talk about
yeah.
at KTB?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, this match right here, you know, I kind of had my doubts. I wasn't entirely sure if this was a competitor that Pat could really stand toe-to-toe with just sheerly because of KTB's size, and we've seen the destruction he's laid out. But, man, this is a new Pat, and I'm loving it. This post-Declan, PW Silver Skywalker champ, we're just seeing a new vicious Pat Dynamite, and he's just been entering the ring so much hungrier and just ready for whatever he's going after.
Yeah. I kind of had similar comments that this seems like now we're seeing a bit of a different Pat Dynamite. I also felt like KTB kind of knocked him off his A game last night, but he was able to dig deep, or not last night, Friday night, but still be able to win the match. Calls out JP afterwards. We get the PWU title match this Friday.
See, I don't think he got knocked off his feet by KTB. I think, it was just like Pat he wasn't as confident at the start of the match, but then you see just this upheaval and just like onslaught of just dynamite energy that kicks in and really turns it around.
But definitely agree we are seeing a different Pat Dynamite currently.
And I'm all for it. Especially if he goes and takes the title away from JP Grayson.
Yeah, this match, I don't know if we mentioned, was for the number one contender for JPWU Championship.
Which, I mean, KTB versus JP, that's another match that, acronyms aside, would be an absolute banger.
But yeah, great show. Yeah, this was a great show this week.
Yeah.
Well, just that head dive that KTB does. I love it.
But yeah, real quick, we'll run through everything for Friday. Again, for PWU, all bets are off. The final stop the second to last final stop on the road to Vegas, as in oops, wrong graphic. This one. There's a press conference on the 14th next week, Tuesday night.
Which we will probably be live before that, right? Because that's over in Vegas, so it's probably later.
Yeah, so see how all that goes. We could be live at the same time, which means we might just cover the press conference because that would be breaking news. Yeah, Big Sal, Johnny Cashmere, and Declan Grant on commentary this week. So if you're not
That's
able to make it live,
insane.
God, are you going to hear some interesting stuff probably on commentary?
Ugh. Are they going to bring him back just to like fire him again? I would love to see that, but yeah, I don't think we've seen the last of Crooked Craig.
Showbiz returns. So Mike, the combination of Mike Trash and Tommy Knox has a name.
Tommy
I
Biz.
believe. Look,
Biz.
yeah. Wow, Lavari's probably a part of this out from the way it looks. Out. It's a very interesting combination of personalities there.
Dirty Don.
Our commissioner and GMs being in attendance.
They
Which
should
would
have
make
used the graphic
sense.
of the outfit she had on last week.
The wrestlers' court.
No. Friday night. Angel was looking like a dime piece, son.
Boom.
Boom.
I just got to say, him teaming with Legend has been great, and I'm glad we can cheer for him now.
Got Tarzan Duran in action. Hybrid world champion Feral Face and Skills the Great as well to return.
What the hell are they doing there?
Whatever the hell they want. That's the Feral Face. You going to tell him no?
Yup. As soon as he walks in the door, I'm like, get away from the door.
Devin Ridley versus Dylan Shaw.
What do you think, Pete? Do you think Devin Ridley's going to be light work for Clockwork Dylan Shaw?
You know, part of me just wants to say yes because of his comments to me the other week. But sorry, man. Like, I can't pick Dylan Shaw, man. Clockwork's going to get his clock rocked.
Devlin all day.
Yeah.
This is a tough one here. I am going to use the Danger Ginger, the classic move of this one ends in a tie.
Dude, if this ends in a tie, I'm going to be so pissed. This rivalry needs to end.
I know that my vote means absolutely diddly squat now, but I'm going to be honest. Just for the sake of all sakes, because I still think I'm owed to apologize for being accused of cheating. But, you know, I hope it's a no contest just because it tortures Pete.
I just want someone to win and we can move on from this.
And then Gold Rush, the team of Gold. Oh, wow. I'm just getting Gold Blooded, JJ Smith, and Tiffany Grady taking on Wrath of the Wicked.
I want Wrath of the Wicked to win.
And this is an elimination 10-person tag.
I didn't realize that. I still want Wrath of the Wicked to win.
Oh, wow. So this is like a Survivor Series match.
Yes.
Man, the clips are going to be hard with this one.
Yeah, right. 10
This
people
could be a
standing around the ring.
Multi-clipper.
Yeah, there's been too many people around the ring side, so the highlights have been harder to get lately.
Control Chaos and Blackout non-title tag team match.
I wouldn't be surprised if Face is somehow involved with the outcome of this one.
Yeah,
I agree.
mean, you know, as always, my money's on Control Chaos.
Oh, yeah, all day.
KTB.
Yeah.
I mean, naturally going to root for Knox.
This should be fun.
Even though we know it's going to be interference, the Graysons, Dewey, Angels. Someone's going to come out, backseat tomfoolery. But yeah, Tommy just, nope, don't want him to win.
Yes.
You already know.
I think Pat's got a shot here.
Yeah. If anybody could, it'd be Dynamite.
Yeah, right now I'm picking Pat.
Yeah.
I'm siding with Tara.
You know, and
No,
not
Tara's
only
siding with us.
No, she said it first.
so,
Said it
so
last week.
interesting enough, we could be live during the press conference next week. Not only that, next week will be our Midnight Express predictions. To the dismay of one Pete DeWall Peters, who has lost the last two.
And which we've already revealed the punishment on earlier in the show. As long as Shep.
Yeah, poor Chef, there's no clue. Maybe he's been watching, but if so, I think he would have commented sometime around there.
I mean, the bottom line is, it's even if you're not included, it's 2 out of 3. BJ and I both said yes, so Chef, you're screwed.
But also with me being a namesake, I also was in agreement. So that's 3/4 of us.
Yeah.
As a
namesake, you would be like the breaking tie if it was like we were stuck. Well, we couldn't be stuck because there's 3.
But also as a namesake, you know, that gives me a little bit more power to be like, yeah, this one might not be a good idea for you guys. All right. You know, I would say let Billy Gold put on some type of metal gauntlet and chop you again. Ow!
I'm not opposed.
But yeah, next week we'll be having our predictions for that, and we'll also be talking about All Bets Are Off. So there's a lot happening.
Are we doing a guest next week?
We'll see. We'll see, because it's going to be
with talking all that. I don't think we should.
I do have somebody who has spoke to me about coming on from Vegas. Ooh. And if this person does still want to do it,
is it an Elvis impersonator?
No. But it could be somebody that was once part of a drive-through chapel during the Attitude Era.
Oh.
That's a deep cut. You lost me, but hey. Hell yeah.
Definitely.
But seriously, it's this person, like, if they are going to come on, would be coming on live from Vegas. So we would have some first-hand accounts of stuff going on as well. But let's take a look at the card real quick. You know, this wonderful poster here. We were just talking about the back seats, who will be taking on Busta in the Brain, Alec Price, and Jordan Oliver. And also, Joey Janela, the current Trent Acid Legacy champion, who will be teaming with Effie. And Pete, I see your lips moving, but I don't hear a word, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. I have my thing on mute.
We have, for the first time ever, Gangrel and Matt Tremont. I'm actually kind of surprised they've never crossed paths before. We have Simon Gotch, who will be appearing.
Yeah.
Another match we've already kind of talked about, Vandal 48 versus Black Market. The team of Jay George, Robbie Illuminati, the current PWU Tag Team Champions, and the Feral Face, the current Hybrid Heavyweight Champion, with the Skills the Great in their corner. Triple threat action with Lacey Lane, Priscilla Kelly, and Mercedes Martinez. One called Manders versus PCO.
Insane.
Yeah. Angel Orsini will be there. Kiera Hogan will be there. Ring announcer Julie Cutler. Battle rap legend Tay-Rock. And then somebody we just talked about. Former Silver Skywalker champion Pat Dynamite taking on the first ever Crazy Eights winner in PWU, Jack Evans.
We're making these predictions Tuesday, so it'll be after Saturday's show. Okay. Or Friday's show.
Yep.
Good.
And then hours later.
The outcome of Pat's match Friday is going to determine who I think is going to win at Midnight Express. Sorry, go on.
Women's Fatal 4-Way. Ruthie J, Brittany Brooks, Mia Friday, and Jasmine Allure. That's going to be a fun one. And then what's an interesting match? The Skywalker Scramble. Scramble Master Lucky 13. Current Silver Skywalker champion, the grimy bastard himself, Declan Grant. Current world traveling Skywalker champion, Tarzan Duran. Now I'm curious, are one or both of these titles going to be on the line in this match?
What belt is this for? What's going on here? We need clarity on that.
Yeah, but also in this match, Angel Metro, who her and Lucky have kind of had a thing recently, and Mickey Knuckles.
The legend herself.
Yes. Also appearing on this card, a team that if you follow SPO, you would know very well from the early days, Live Danger. Former SPO heavyweight champion, Billboard Billy Gold. We also have Don Freeze. And then Kid Legend himself. Plus whatever surprises they have up for grabs for this Midnight Express show.
Kind of interested. I'm kind of interested to see what Gotch is going to be doing. And on that note, I would love to get him to Mount Holly.
Yes.
Yeah, because we've only seen him in Philly.
Yeah.
But otherwise, this time next week, we'll be doing our predictions for that. And if we end up knowing the exact time of everything for the press conference, maybe we'll stay live and do a longer show than normal to be able to cover the press conference. If not, it might be a go off the air for a half-hour comeback type deal. You know, we'll see. We have to kind of plan that one out because the press conference just became a new cog in the reel.
Either way, stay on the socials. We will update you guys when we have more information.
Yes, make sure to follow us, as you can see on the bottom of the screen. Instagram, Twitch, here on Twitch or YouTube, wherever you are watching, and then also on Facebook at BJDG Talk Wrestling.
And new platforms coming soon.
Yes, there is a new platform on the horizon where we will be going live.
We have some negotiations going on right now.
Ooh.
But also, pay attention to the SPO YouTube channel, which if you scan this right now, it will take you to that, where you can see all these shows that we talk about weekly.
But if people are watching on their phone, how are they going to scan that?
Take a screenshot.
True. But then how? Like a mirror?
You can import it into a QR app, or your phone sometimes can.
Or you just go, or since they're possibly already on YouTube, just right-click that YouTube icon, say open a new tab, put in SPO Wrestling in the search engine, and look it up right now.
There it is.
Otherwise, just other bits of housekeeping news stuff. WrestleMania week coming up next week. If you indie fans, as sirens come blaring by my house.
Oh, you're the one who's been triggering. Okay, I heard a bunch of sirens even before. I'm like,
yeah, that was coming toward my house for like a good minute as I was trying to beat the sirens to coming by the house, and I failed
domestic abuse.
Where was I now? Oh yeah, WrestleMania week next week. We will be doing streams for Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and both nights of WrestleMania. Did we do the Raw after Mania last year as well?
We did.
We'll see about that. That might just be an after show now.
We did the SmackDown too, and the NXT.
Oh yeah, we're not doing that again. We don't have the time slot for the NXT show anymore.
Right, and or SmackDown.
But yes, everybody, thank you for oh, Pete. So, didn't you have something you wanted to tell me, buddy?
You're muted.
That you're muted and taking a sip of your beer?
Happy Easter.
No, well, happy Easter to you too, but that was not a discussion we had earlier this week. There was some clarification brought to something.
Yeah. Listen, last week I made some accusations, and maybe they weren't fully founded, and maybe my my leak that I was initially contacting turned out to be a fraud, and he fed me some fake information. So, I may have called you a cheater and said some things, and I apologize to you for saying these fake claims. However, I still don't think you should be involved in the predictions because of your new found closeness to the product.
And as I said, with that information is what led to the chokeslam. But in the end, I'm still alive. I would never approach Billboard Billy Gold in a dark alley.
Hey, listen, a chokeslam from Billy Gold only builds character, so
it really does. As somebody that took it, it really does. But in the end, I did still agree, due to my situation, it was best for me to not be a part of that. As I agreed, it could have gone differently, but in the end, we are here. And, ish happens. We move on. But on that programming note, Pete, thank you. Also, happy belated Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter, y'all.
Everybody, be good to each other. And at this point, if you want to tune in for some mainstream stuff, catch us Sunday, early evening, late afternoon, whatever time slot that falls into. And we appreciate everybody sticking with us through everything. We have a lot of fun doing this. And there's no plans to stop anytime soon. As has been said, we are looking at other platforms to be on as well, expanding our reach a little bit. So, but until next time, that's BJ Talks Wrestling. That's Pete the Wall Peters. And you might not be able to see me, but I am the Danger Ginger. And we'll catch you guys.
Everybody watching, I'm going to need you to visit www.freakkings.com. Check out all the merch. And before you do that, I'm going to need you to check out BJDG, YouTube and Instagram. And while you're doing that, you won't have to remember the name, because you'll remember the face.